So one of the things that we love most about Jeeping is being able to take the doors and the tops off and going completely naked on this thing. Now that's kind of an issue right now, because if you've watched any of my recent videos, you know that the Road Rash Jeep has gone through a full overhaul into somewhat of a Overlander with my rooftop tent and my 270 awning. Now, we just got back from an event that we did this past weekend with the Georgia Jeep Alliance here in Georgia called the Georgia Jeep Invasion, where we raised a lot of money for charity, For Wheel to Heal. Now that that trip is over, I don't have any long trips in plan that would require me to keep this up here. So for the first time, I'm going to see how fast and how easy it is for me to remove all of this stuff and convert it back to my summer beach Jeep. And I'm doing it by myself. So here's the plan. First, I'm gonna have to come in here, unbolt this and take this awning off. I think that I'm gonna be able to do this, maybe strapping some bungees up here and holding one side while I take the other side down. Then we're gonna back the Jeep into my garage here. And in here, if you've seen my previous video, I have a DIY electric hoist that hangs from the ceiling. These things are electric and they drop down. So I'll be able to drop these down, grab onto the rooftop tent, pull it off, drive the Jeep out, and then I'm gonna set it back down onto this table here. It's got wheels on the bottom of it. I'll be able to push it out of the way. Then we'll be able to pull the Jeep back in, use the same hoist to take the hardtop off, and then we can put our Mastertop soft top on for the summer. Whew. Sounds easy enough. I've never done it by myself before. Let's go. Okay, so after doing a little assessment, the bracket that holds my 270 awning on goes underneath this. So we're gonna have to remove the rooftop tent first before we remove the 270 awning. The easiest way to do that, pull the Freedom tops off of the front, and then we can gain access to these bolts right there. And now this is the perfect opportunity to order off of Amazon a couple of those lawnmower handle screws that Will and Kate from Venture to Rome was telling me about. I'm gonna go ahead and order those so that when I put this back on, I can just hand tighten them on. All right, the rooftop is disconnected. Let's back it in and get it hooked up on our winch. So we have our straps positioned just above the tent here. So what we're gonna do is just run a couple of tie straps from here to there to lift it up and bring it down onto the table. All right, let's pull the Jeep out. We'll set it down. Now that we've got this lifted, we're going to pull our table over here and set it down on top of the table. There we go. So far, so good. It's going pretty good. I'm gonna reset our straps for our top. But first, we gotta take off the awning. Let's go grab that real quick. So for the awning, we just take these two bolts off, and I should be able to strap one side down to the roof rack so that I can undo one and it will still kind of stay in place. Well, that was unexpected. Note to self, that may not work the same next time. But I got it off. I thought I was going to be able to hold it that side while this side was being held by the strap. I guess it didn't want me to hold it. So now we got the rooftop tent off, we got the awning off. Now we can back the Jeep in and actually take the hardtop off. We're doing good on time. We're probably right at about 45 minutes right now. So here we just take the hardtop off just like normal. After you undo all of your hardtop, make sure that you undo your cables here. Don't forget about them. Trust me, I know. Okay, now we got the Jeep top undone, all prepped, ready to back in. We're gonna bring these down just a little bit so that I can align the Jeep, almost like a runway on an airplane. You can align your Jeep straight through here. Now, if you guys have not seen this video on how I built this hoist, click this link right up here. It's a super cool video. I use this thing all the time, as you can tell. Here, removing the hardtop and storing it is exactly what it was made for. So you're going to back up until this reaches this part of the back door. Then you're going to take your webbing strap, go inside here, and we're going to run it all the way through next to the window on the outside of the A-pillar. And then we're going to pick it back up here and clip it on to our D-ring. There you go. Do the same to the other side, and then we can lift it. So once you've got your straps connected and you've double checked everything, go ahead and hit the switch, push it up. There we go. Now it's up, out of the way, and it's stored for the summer. Let's get this Jeep out and prep it for our Mastertop. So while we're getting everything ready, we're going to lay this out in the sun so we can heat it up a little bit and make it a lot easier to put it on the Jeep. While we let this heat up before we put it on here, we're going to go ahead and just remove the doors, get prepped for going all naked. Now for the Mastertop, we're going to need to add our door surrounds on here so that we can tie this thing into the Jeep. Well, this is kind of a predicament. A pain in the butt that I did not foresee. You see, I haven't put these door surrounds on since I added the Rhino Backbone platform system. I thought it was going to be pretty easy and seamless. However, I'm now realizing when you install this plate for the backbone system, this now will not line up with the hole. This plate pushes the door surround out and I can't align it with this hole. This is quite stupid. The only way to get these door surrounds on is I'm going to have to take another step and remove this plate. Okay, now that we got our stupid Rhino Rack issue solved and our Mastertop is nice and warm, we're going to go ahead and install it on the back of the Jeep. If you guys are interested to know which Mastertop Safari top setup I use for spring, click this link right up here. This is the best soft top option for spring and summer you can have. It is amazing. I love this soft top. This is the part that really helps when we warm this thing up. It gets really tight. And there you have it. It's taken us right at 2.5 hours to convert this thing from a road rash Overlander into a beach Jeep that you see right now. We've removed the rooftop tent, we removed the 270 awning, the hardtop with the Rhino rack, we removed the doors, we added the Mastertop soft top, and then we added our mirrors. Now, if you guys are interested in any of the products that we talked about in this video, the rooftop tent, the 270 awning, the Rhino rack, the DIY hoist that's in my garage, click the description down below. I'll have all the products linked down here. Now, if you love Jeeping and if you love overlanding, make sure you like and subscribe to Road Rash Off-Road. There's no telling what kind of content is coming next, but you can best believe it's going to be something with adventure and something with Jeeps. You guys, peace out. I hope you guys have an awesome time. Just keep Jeeping.